we were in negotiations.
Investing in real estate, they're winning, they're making money.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Real Estate Educators Podcast, where we provide the education you can build on. I am your host, Kevin Amolsch. I am so excited to be starting season 2 of the Real Estate Educators Podcast. So I wanted to open up the season with a real quick episode here about what to expect or what to look forward to in season number 2. So we did the season 1. I did a little recap video on the cool stories and some of the nuggets that I got out of our guests. And so now I want to open up this season with what to look forward to. So obviously we're going to continue with season 2, focusing on high quality guests. So I was just doing a full day event for everyone that purchased the Fund Your Flip book and helped us hit number 1 on Amazon. We did a free full day event. I just got done with the recording of that. And one of the things I did in that recording was meet with Brandon. We talked about how to raise private capital. I think we're trying to help real estate investors fund more real estate transactions. So we did this cool little section on raising capital, and he brought up some points about, social media and how you can attract people that would be interested in maybe investing in your projects. And it made me think about all that I learned through season 1 about social media, about podcasting, about seminars and classes, and how to use content to market to people that will help you in your business. So check out season 1. I learned a ton from it. Now, season 2, I've already started interviewing for guests that is going to come out here in January. By the time you hear this, it's going to be January. So hope you had a great holiday season. It's not here yet as I record this, but it's going to be. Hope you had a fantastic New Year. Love New Year's because I get to relook and set my goals and everything. 2024 is going to be fantastic. So what else can you look forward to? Well, we are really going to focus on the Market Pulse. We've done 2 of them. The Market Pulse is where we interview people in the industry, and it's going to be the same guest every time, but people who I look up to, people who I know their stuff and who can help me understand what is the current economic environment. So in Denver, we're focusing on 2 markets currently, just for the Market Pulse. Obviously, if you're not in those markets, it's still great information because it's more of a macro level, but we do dig into specifics on those 2 markets, and we focused on those 2 because those are our primary markets. So maybe we'll expand to other areas, but each time we do look at a macro view first, so definitely check those out even if you aren't in Denver or Minnesota. But in Denver, we have our very own Justin Cooper, and then the special guest is Joe Massey. And what was really cool about the one we did in December was he pulled up some slides about like what to expect. We showed a slide on interest rates and what all the top the top economists are expecting for 2024 in the interest rate, mortgage rate environment. So that was fun. We got a lot of good feedback about that. In fact, I was getting emails like, "Oh, I'm so glad you're starting to do these." Just recorded and released our Twin Cities Market Pulse with our very own Sean Bloomquist and also our special guest Mike Jacka. And that was fun because what he did was like, here, this is all I'm doing, guys. This is exactly where I get my information. This is what I look at. And then like down to the website and which buttons to push. So I thought that was really cool that he was open about that. And then we just kind of dug into some of those reports about, again, macro level and into the Twin Cities, some of the micro level. Obviously, the theme is the same for both. Inventory is a problem. There's some pent up demand, and now is as good a time to buy as ever. I mean, there's always opportunities in every market, and this market, as challenging as it looks, is no exception. So quarterly Market Pulse updates coming to you in season number 2. Now, that's in addition to our regular cadence, right? We interview a guest, and we're going to do that every single week. So everything I'm sharing with you here is in addition to that. So we're just trying to load up on the content here to make you the best investor and best content marketer as possible. Obviously, the niche here is trying to help people who want to attract real estate investors as clients, but we help a lot of real estate investors too. So whether you're a real estate investor or someone who's wants to real estate investor clients, this podcast is for you. What are we going to try to do? I'm going to try to do more solo podcasts similar to this, but on specific topics. Now, My time is pretty limited, and I'm finding the more I'm guesting on other people's podcasts, the more YouTube videos we're doing, the more podcasts we're doing like this, my time is starting to get pretty thin. So I don't know how this is actually going to turn out for the season, but I am going to try to do some more solo podcasts. I've heard people ask for that on very specific topics. So maybe it's my opinion on the NAR, National Association of Real Estate, National Association of Realtors, their lawsuit and that decision and how that's going to impact in real estate investors or iBuyers. iBuyers are reappearing. How is that going to impact you as a real estate investor? So I might try to do some more quick solo, 5-6 minute podcast episodes like that. What else can we look forward to? Well, everything we do here, every podcast episode is going to be available to you on Spotify and Apple and all the major, outlets. But we also post it on our YouTube channel. So especially for those market pulses where we're pulling up graphs and charts. Now, we're not doing anything too crazy where you need the chart to absorb the content, but looking at the chart is helpful. So I would highly recommend, if you haven't yet, jump on over there to the YouTube channel and hit subscribe. Obviously, the more subscribers we have, the more views we have, the higher the ranking of the videos and the more investors that we can actually help. So do me a favor, jump on over there to the YouTube channel. I will put it in the show notes here. It's just it's YouTube /Pine Financial, and that'll take you right to our homepage where you could hit subscribe, and then you can see all the other amazing content outside of these podcasts, which are obviously 45 minutes or so each episode, except for the solo ones. The other videos on there are quick hitters, like 8 minutes long, right? So 6, 8, maybe 10 minutes long. Very quick, one video a week so that you can become a better investor, right? That's what we're trying to help you with. And then what I wanted to ask as I close out here before I talk about the new year, I want to close out by asking if there's any advice, not advice, if there's any ideas, give me some advice too. If there's any ideas that you have that you'd like to hear on the podcast, maybe guests you want me to interview, if there's something that you think would make a good solo podcast where I could just jump on here and talk about my opinion on a certain topic, we would love to hear that, because here we're doing this podcast for you, right? We want to help, again, more investors. I could do that by giving you what you want. So participate, help me out here. Send me an email if you want. It's just kevin@pinefinancialgroup.com, or send it to Callie. She's the one that's she is the one that's managing all of this. So Callie@pinefinancialgroup.com. It's just CALLIE @pinefinancialgroup.com. And one of either her or me will read those and we'll take them serious. Now, I can't promise I'm going to respond to all of them. Okay. I just, as I said, my time is limited, but I will read them all and I'll consider them all, and I will try to provide the content that you're looking for in season number 2. So do me a favor, if you think of it, give me some advice apparently, and definitely give me some ideas of what kind of content, what topics you are most interested in. Again, it's Kevin@pinefinancialgroup.com or Callie@pinefinancialgroup.com, and we'll be sure to do the best that we can to provide you what you're looking for. With that, I said New Year's because I think about waking up New Year's Day, and I'm always so grateful and thankful and motivated and inspired and all of those words that you can think of, like many of us, for the new year. So that is a day that I really sit down and I come up with all my personal goals. We have the Pine financial goals, we have the business goals, and we meet as a team, and we spell all that out, and then we have our rewards, and we do all of these things as a company. But personally, what do I personally want to accomplish? So it might be a new record on my mountain bike. It might be trying to freaking hit under 100 in golf. For some reason, I've done that like twice, right? I'm a terrible golfer. I can't seem to hit under 100. So something like that. So a personal goal or a trip that I'm really excited to take the family on. So those are the types of goals I do on New Year's Day. But I also look at my personal investing. So what kind of buildings do I want to buy in 2024? Do I want to reduce debt? Do I want to increase cash flow? And I dig into that and I put it all in for the year. And then I do look at those every quarter. So I track my financial position, my cash flow and net worth once a quarter. And I've been doing this for years and years. And when I do that, I also go back and look at my personal goals and am I on track to accomplish those goals? It's interesting when you write something down. This is so cliche, but I'm going to say it anyways. When you write it down and then you review it multiple times throughout the year, you're much more likely to actually hit that. So I'm excited for New Year's. I'm excited to sit down and write out my goals. Hopefully, by the time you read this, you have already done that and you're super motivated to have a successful 2024. And I want you to know that we are here for you. So if there's anything we could do to help you with your success this year, let us know. Again, Kevin, pinefinancialgroup.com. And with that, I hope you make this day a great one. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. If you did, please be sure to follow and leave us a review. Oh yeah, and tell a friend.